All material have magnetic properties because all material have electrons. Some are more magnetic than other because of the magnetic domain. Essentially, all magnets have two poles, a north and a south pole, which produce magnetic field that tends to move from north to south. When two magnets are placed next to each other, like poles repel and unlike poles attract. If I keep switching the pole's orientation of the first magnet, the magnetic field lines are seen repelling and attracting. This switching is what causes microscopic vibration in speaker to produce sound. The only difference is that in a speaker, a coil is used instead of the first magnet, and that coil attracts and repels to the magnet. Let's look how we can achieve that using a coil and a magnet. Electricity and magnetism is that they are inseparable. Whenever there's current passing through a conductor, the moving electron always produces a magnetic field or an induced magnetic field perpendicular to the flow of current. So I could actually use the right hand grip rule to know the direction of the induced magnetic field. So I point my thumb in the direction of the current, and my finger would tell me the direction of the magnetic field. Using conventional current, we know that the electron flow from positive to negative. So if the direction of current is in that direction, then the induced magnetic field would be perpendicular to it in this direction. And if the current is moving from in this direction, positive to negative, then the induced magnetic field would move in this direction. Since the magnetic fields are not visible, we can still prove their existence by observing its effect. Here I have a simple electromagnet that produces an induced magnetic field. The induced magnetic field would attract this piece of metal. So even though there is no magnet, I still have that magnetic effect. Now if my source produces a direct current, the electron would only flow in one direction, thus the induced magnetic field would only be in one direction. Take for instance a voltage cell or a battery, where the positive terminal and the negative terminal are always fixed, they do not change. So we assume that current would flow from positive to negative. And if the direction of current is in this direction, then we know that the magnetic field would be in this direction. But in alternating current, the electron flow back and forth. This constantly changes the direction of the induced magnetic field. So let's take for instance a phone, an audio jack, connected to a speaker. So usually phone output an analog signal. Well, it does output an analog signal or a form of alternating signal. And phone usually output a frequency of about 1800 hertz, which means that the polarity or the direction of electron changes 1800 times per second. So let's say that this is a 1800 hertz output phone. That means that the polarity would change from positive to negative, positive to negative, positive to negative, 1800 times per second. So in 1 second, when the current is moving in this direction, the magnetic field, the induced magnetic field, would be in this direction. And when it's flowing in this direction, then the magnetic field would be in this direction. So as the electron move back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, the magnetic field would change direction constantly. Here's a flowchart of my connection. I'll connect the speaker to the phone via a Bluetooth device, and an audio amplifier. This is the completed circuit. Here is the audio amplifier, the Bluetooth module, and the phone I'll be using to send the music signal. So as the music signal is sent through the coil, the direction of the induced magnetic field changes, which causes the coil to attract and repel by the magnet, causing microscopic vibration producing sound. I could add a diaphragm so I would have better audio. Replace my coil with a much better coil and diaphragm. So the audio quality is much better.